key product, why we're interested in this program, which is called the float. And later on, we had another acquisition of complementary products to complete our focus on gate therapy. Today, we have about 15 employees, plus 50 in a manufacturing hub, and R&D is done in several countries, including Germany, in different locations. The key innovation initiatives we have is particularly with Georg Rauter in Basel. He is one of the original brains behind the float, and that's our closest partnership. But we also have active innovation projects with German universities and Fraunhofer Institute, as well as in the US and Canada. What are we doing? Our focus is on gait training, starting from early mobilization after, for example, a stroke or an SCI injury or traumatic brain injury, or even an orthopedic surgery. Along this rehabilitation process, we offer different products. The most innovative product, and again, the reason why we're interested in this exchange is a cable robot. It's called the float. It offers a three-dimensional free movement in an open space for training what's called activities of daily living, which is pretty key in the rehabilitation after a severe incident. This product is a cable robot, which is a very demanding, particularly software undertaking. So why participate? And I should tell you something about the company and myself, so that you get an understanding of my perspective towards that. My background is I've been in the industrial space for decades, and the latest assignment was an executive in a Wall Street company. I'm the owner, 100% owner of the company, which means it's my money. It's not investor money. So it's not a usual startup that invests money from other people or investors. It's my money. And the perspective I'm sharing with you is, of course, influenced by that. So what have we done so far? We haven't been involved in a European project like the Aerolist so far. This is our first, but several other partnerships are already in place, and we have had experience with that, which I'm going to share. The key reasons to participate is innovation is key in our market. Complex robotic technology requires special know-how. I alluded to Georg Rauter, who was one of the brains behind the float. This cable robot is not a standard robot. It's a really complicated thing. In a nutshell, imagine you have 4 independently controlled cables and only 3 dimensions that you're walking in. Technically, that's a really challenging task. In addition, it's not a robot that moves from A to B. The robot is supposed to follow. On this slide, you see a child walking in an open space and executing certain tasks, performing certain tasks. In this case, it's an autistic child focusing on dual task training. To do this is really hard, and finding the right people is super hard. So the second key reason is talent, finding the right talent that can do this. And I'll comment on that in a minute. The know-how is, yes, the cable robot is key, but also sensor integration into such a device. And believe it or not, even into treadmills is something that is challenging and can be highly differentiating. And it's not that easy to find the people who can do that, particularly with this combination of different competencies. Plus, going forward, AI is something that will help us not only to develop faster, but also to add new functionality or value add to our products. And MSCA offers this opportunity to get access to both. So, what is it? What are the key benefits that we're looking for? We're looking for something that we can hardly find access to, which is know-how. And also, we are looking to get this access at a reasonable cost. For a smaller company, and specifically a wholly owned company, it is a key criterion. Plus, I think Manuel already alluded to it. Projects like for a float are super risky. It's super innovative, but also very risky. So mitigating that risk in terms of cost and of course results is also an aspect to it. Now, what are we looking for? We're looking for talents in specific areas, of course, but we specifically look at talents with passion, flexibility, and a commitment, which is what you need in smaller companies as well as startups. So what is our experience so far? With Basel, we have an excellent partner with top know-how in robotics, but also with new innovative ideas, how to integrate sensors and also apply and use AI algorithms for our product. We have a PhD student working there on the project with very creative and promising ideas, which we think will have a solid impact on our product. This is the partnership in which we applied for the error list, and we're looking forward to work with you on that. And just for your background, we have other partnership in place. One is in the US, where we have interesting research going on. Another one is a project funded by the federal government in Germany. And in the past, we also collaborated with the Balgris Research Hospital in Zurich. This is actually a good example how things can change when key people walk away. So to have a sustainable longer-term partnership requires the counterpart. In the case of the Balgris, 2 key people left, which makes it very difficult to continue a close collaboration with an outcome for the company. Bottom line is our expectations are we need energetic and driven talents that are eager to contribute. Now, that brings me to what to keep in mind when you do that. The difference between a company and a university, I like this one, and I always share this one because a university turns money into know-how and the company does the opposite. So innovative ideas are great, but for us, results are key. We need to get something into a product, into a commercially sellable product within a certain time and at a decent cost. Which brings me to the potential challenges. There are different initial interests. You know, when we have a PhD student, mostly they are interested in science and innovation, have great ideas. That's all great, and it is beneficial for the company, but sooner or later, we need to turn that into a product that we can sell. In addition, while smaller companies offer a lot of flexibility and exciting, innovative work, of course, they have typically less structure and require some adaptation from students. It's a different world. And whether I hired students here for the company or work in collaboration, different timelines, different priorities, these are the challenges you need to manage and to actively manage. And for that, you need a close collaboration and communication between the partnership between the heads of the different participants. So in summary, I think the Erelist program offers attractive benefits very similar to what we did in the past and what we are doing, particularly with the collaboration in Basel. Gives us access to talent, new inspiration, very creative ideas. So all for it with the key aspects that I mentioned before. So that's the conclusion of my brief talk, and I'd like to open now for Q&A.
Yes, thank you very much, Waldemar. I think it's really precious point of view, really highlighting that it's someone that is putting his own money, so really